Hey YouTube fam, this is your girl Tall Trends. I am back with another wig fitting review. As always, I'm excited. So let's check this one out, y'all. So I purchased 3 wigs. One I'm not doing a review on because I've already done it. I'm wearing the unit right now. This is the Butter Lace something unit, and I'll put a link up above so you can see the review that I did on this wig. When I did the review, I had it in a different color. But I really like this wig. I don't like that the part goes back so far, right? So I'm not really too big on that. And also I usually wear this wig to the side because it's really hard to kind of get that hump down in the middle to where it kind of looks natural. But today, like, I was wearing a cap for the most part. So I didn't really care, even though I still laid down my baby hairs and everything just in case I wanted to take off my cap. So today's wig review, okay? So we're doing this head turner LS3009 by Sensational Textured Lace Wigs. And this is the Curl and Kinks and Co. And I've been wanting to try one of these wigs for a while. It's just that I couldn't really ever tell what the inside of the cap looked like to see if I should like waste my time on purchasing it. Now, I really wanted like a 2 or 4. I felt like it would have looked very natural and it would have been very pretty. But this one, the blonde one, was on sale. Okay. So I told myself, okay, you're going to be trying this wig for the first time, this line of wigs. You don't know if it's going to fit. Don't drop no 50, $60 and you don't know if it's going to fit or not. Buy the one on sale for 20 something dollars. I think that's how much it is or was. I'll put it down below. And I was like, see if it fit first, girl. I typically don't mess with the blondes because not like a platinum blonde or a 613 because I feel like I want to be a bit like dolled up when I wear it. And like it's a weekend wig, I want to put on my red lipstick. I want to do all the whole shebang, bang, 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 bang. So, and I haven't been kind of in that mood to do all that. I just been wanting to like throw on my wigs, put on something casual and cute, pop in some of my colored contacts and run out the door. Cause y'all know how I am. I don't like spending a lot of time getting ready. I already gotta bathe. And it's spring now in North Carolina. So now I gotta shave and exfoliate. And my legs are very long. Okay. Wow, that's a lot. And then now I have a skincare routine because I'm getting older. I'm not trying to keep adding to the getting ready whole process. Okay. All right. So I have not tried this wig on. It's my first time taking it out of the package. I'm letting y'all know right now, I'm probably gonna cut this wig. Okay. But we'll see. And it's just because it's so blonde. And I felt like the blonde would kind of look like baby doll hair. So this is what she's looking like straight out the package. Real wiggy. Okay. So this is what she's looking like. So let's look at the cap construction. So it's like a mesh but ventilated on the side cap. Okay. And then at the top, we have this typical lace piece up here. Hmm. Wonder how this gonna go. And then the blend is giving like a lavender purple thing up here. Probably should have got the black. It's okay. It's all right. It's still early. It's still early. We don't know. We don't know yet. All right. I'm starting to get hot. It's cold outside today. It's in the 40s. Why? At least the sun came out today though. Let me take off my jacket. We also had this wine art fest. It was slack, but the area that I'm living in is currently, gentrification and all that is being built up, and they trying to do things to, bring people out in the open. So I did a little walking around, and I bought me a little thing of wine because you could walk around with your wine and your bill, whatever. And it's called like wine and shopping art, something like that. And so I walked around and I bought me some fig and bacon jam because that sounded good. And then I bought this wine. I'm usually really particular about my wine because the additives in wine in the US is just trash. The wine is just trash. Don't be drinking no cheap wine. It's definitely cheap, but it's okay. I was trying to give back to the community or whatever, and I don't do it often. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off this tag. I am nervous about this blonde wig, y'all. This wow, wow. Okay. Mm. I gotta just keep telling myself it was on sale, and I'm doing this for the tube, even though I usually don't do stuff for the tube. I do it for me and the tube, just not for the tube. So let's see. These are the color options for this wig outside of a 1B, and number 2, and probably number 4. And then it said it's recommended for all curl types from 3B to 4C. I'm not even going to get into the history of this whole number lettering system, but we understand what they're trying to say. Let's see, is there anything else? It says that it mimics a natural hair blowout or roller set. On her, it does. And yeah, so let's just get into it. I'm gonna take off my hat. I promised y'all a hat video, and I'm gonna do it soon because I get my hats custom made because my head big. All right, so let's get to doing this. All right, I gotta cut off the lace. It's not even on my head at all, as you can see. Look, it's not even sort of on my head. So let me cut off the lace. But right now, the cap is fitting le tight. All right, y'all. So I cut off the lace, and I took out the those bands, adjustable bands in the back to give myself a little bit more room. The wig does not fit well on my 24.5-inch head. It's kind of sort of like sitting on top of my head. I can't really get it to go like all the way around the right way. You see how much all this is out right here? I can't get it to really pull over it without like a whole bunch of tugging, and it'll fly right off if I go outside. Look at it. Okay. Dang. All right. This one is a no, or all the way no. It's a no. So the curls, kinks, and coal line is not big head friendly at all. I feel like even if your head measured 23.5 inches, you might not be able to get this on right. I don't even know. Look, where the tag at? All right, the tag. And then two, uh, they have this extra piece right here that doesn't stretch, so I feel like that's why I can't get it over the back of my braids. So it's like I don't even know why just a part of it is mesh. It works better for us when the whole cap is mesh. So the wig that I have on today, my butter lace unit that I wore today, it has it's a fully, well, it has that little lace part right there at the front, but the rest of it is full mesh, and so you can stretch it over your head a lot better. This one, no, no. Excuse my little alfalfa. My hair is sewed up in the back, and I washed it last night, so it's misbehaving. Y'all know I don't throw away wigs, and I don't give them away no more either if they don't fit. It's either that I'm gonna tear them apart and completely make a brand new wig, and I know that's a lot of work, and it just doesn't make any sense sometimes. But I just want to get my money's worth with everything. And I'm not super disappointed because I didn't spend a lot of money on this wig because I got it on sale. But I'm not gonna throw it away. You know me, I gotta try it on multiple times if it's gonna get bigger. If you could just see the back, y'all. I don't know if I can get a good picture of what's going on in the back right here. But let's see. So I don't have any coverage here. So what I'm gonna do is do the double cap method on this wig because I'm not throwing it away. I'm not. And then I will actually style it on camera. I have a mirror down here, and I feel like that's gonna help me do what I need to do. So even though it's a wig failure video, I feel like we could get something out of this content if I show y'all how, I decide to lay it. Now this is gonna be, don't worry, it's gonna look real cute when I finish. I'm gonna put up a little something somewhere to show y'all how my Letitia unit came out after I styled it. It was really cute if I do say so myself. Maybe I won't cut this. Maybe I'll keep it full. I'll keep it as a date night wig. I'm saying date night like I got a man. I endeavor to have date nights. I mean righteous date nights. I mean, I endeavor to be asked out by somebody's son who is a respectable gentleman and will abide by all my boundaries and still like me and adore me and admire me. And then we get married. All right. So, but until then, um, in the process of getting to know people that men who might want to pursue me, and maybe that pursuing ends up equating to or concludes or leads to or results in us going out to dinner at night. So I could do the smoky eye and then put on a little bit red lipstick. Is that seductive? Red lipstick? Should I not do that? And I'll put on some like nude lipstick with the smoky eye and a not so little black dress. Okay. So I'm gonna show you how I envision all this in case somebody's son might be interested in making me a life partner. All right. So I'm just going to cut the video right here and then I'm gonna snap back when it's time for me to do the whole shebang bang bang. All right, YouTube fam. Before I get into the styling and all that, I want to show you this cap is very, very small. This cap is for someone whose head probably measures about 21 inches in circumference. So as I do the double cap method sometimes on these wigs that end up being too short or too small, I want to let y'all know that sometimes I run into some issues with cutting the cap. When the cap is just a plain dome mesh cap all the way around, I would say those are the easiest to do the double cap method on. But some of these have like the traditional wig caps where there's lace at the top or on the sides, and then it may or may not have like the ventilated material throughout. So, of course, I went in and I made a slit here in the back. It's kind of like a small V. Probably I already have my extra large cap on my 25-inch dome head. Now I'm going to come around the side. So I made an additional cut here. Sometimes the material of the cap on the wig is a bit forgiving, and I can end up sewing these back together close so there's not this space and no hair kind of like flowing from that area. We'll see. I did the same thing on the other side. Mind you, I had to put all these slits in here because the wig that the cap is on wouldn't fit over my dome head. So that's where I have the other slit. Obviously, this is super obnoxious. I don't, recommend people buy wigs that are too small that I'm featuring on my channel and then doing the double cap method. It's just that you might make a mistake and purchase a wig that is too small and you can't give it back, or maybe you even spent like a lot of money on it. Maybe it's a human hair or one of those overly priced synthetic wigs. There are synthetic wigs that go in the hundreds. And you just kind of want to make it work. I'm just showing y'all what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna sit on my porch. It's not really a porch, it's a balcony, but where I'm from, everything that's outside that you're sitting on, it's a porch. So I'm gonna sit on my porch and I'm gonna go ahead and start. And I usually start at the back and go all the way around. And then I'll come back on this side and start hand sewing this way all the way around, ensuring that I'm catching the cap that I'm adding to the actual wig cap. Okay, because later I'm going to cut out the extra dome cap. And then I'm going to show you the thread that I use, although I think there's all kind of threads you could use, but I'm going to show you what I've been using. So I usually use this thread whenever I'm doing a double cap method or sewing on my lace closures. It's pretty tough. Like I think I bought a dome head and then this was free with the dome head that I purchased. But when I'm not using this, I'm going to show you what I do use. So I got this off of Etsy, and I'll link, forgive my table, it's all over the place. I'll link the information below. This maxi lock thread. I actually use this in my sewing machine for when I'm making my wigs, but I also use it for when I am sewing down my lace closures or sometimes when I'm doing a double cap method. It's just right now, I just want to get rid of this. So once this is gone, I'll switch over to this thread. I would say maybe that this one feels more durable, but it's just not very forgiving. So I think that's what I don't like about this. It doesn't move. I like my thread to be a bit flexible. So I lied about going out on my porch, child. Oh, mosquitoes out there and it's humid. I'm gonna start right at the middle. I'm catching this fresh track to the new cap. And the reason why I want to start right here because I feel that's like a stronger foundation. As you can see, this part of the wig cap is like a mesh material. So I'm gonna go ahead and start sewing down and then going around. Once I get to this part, I have to be careful with my fingers. It's gonna be really tough for me to get through this hard piece of the cap. All right, so I wear something like this on my finger or tape because this part of my finger gets really beat up from trying to press the needle through. Anyways, I shall continue. All right, fam. It has been a couple of weeks in between all this filming. And a part of that is I've been traveling. And then when I came back from all my adventures, I ended up getting really sick and I was having chronic insomnia to the point where I couldn't work. So I even had to take off work and everything because I was going days at a time, 2 and 3 days at a time without sleep. And anyone who's ever dealt with insomnia in any capacity knows that it could just be debilitating. It's not any fun whatsoever. I am just starting to get at least 5 to 6 hours of sleep a night, which still isn't enough, but it feels a lot better than having no sleep at all. I'm going to continue on this wig that I did the double cap method on. Just, you saw in the previous clip how I went about trying to do a workaround. I haven't really fitted it properly on my head since doing the double cap method, so I'm going to do that right now. But I'm also a bit concerned with the top dome part of the cap. Of course, it has that lace in there, so there's no stretchability in the cap at the top. I recently got a silk press. It was my first time getting one. If you are a silk press girl, your hair over time, as you know, will get used to being, in a straightened state. My hair is already reverting, and I knew it was going to do that. I just wore it for one day. It was this event that I wanted to go to. And then the next day, I had it slicked back in a really nice ponytail, and I wore it with a fedora. I'll put a picture up here somewhere so you can see. But even though I don't have my braids, my hair is still flat enough where I feel like I should be able to get this wig over my head. I'm going to try to get out another video as well of another unit that I'll show you at the end of doing the review for this one. And the reason why I'm trying to do two back to back is because I'm going to be getting in some boho knotless braids. Typically, braiding hair breaks me out pretty bad, even if I soak it in apple cider vinegar. But the stylist that I'm going to, she told me that she could just use my hair and some human hair and still be able to achieve the same look. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm going to try to have those in for about 2 months because they're expensive. I also started spinning. So I wanted something for summer that was short. I could feel the air, if there's any, going through my scalp. And I didn't want to play a lot around with wigs during the next 2 months too, because I'm going to be traveling. I have more places that I have to go. This is a full on summer, y'all. Full on summer. I don't know if y'all have summer plans, but if you don't, please get you some. And then check back with me in the comments and let me know. It don't have to be a hot girl summer, okay? Because I don't know how righteous that is. Just make it a summer where you can have great memories, no regrets, and no love childs. Y'all know what love childs is, right? When somebody have a love child, I ain't gonna say love churn, because usually every now and then somebody get caught up with one love child. But try not to conceive any love children this summer. And I mean, unless you want to, I digress. Let me get this wig. So even with the double cap method, it's still tight right here. But as you can see, I'm getting full coverage. Now, another thing that I don't like about this wig is that it's very wiggy. So we don't really have any room to do any plucking. So we have this little bit of lace right here, and then we got full on thickness. And this is where the regular wig cap starts. So that's interesting. Now, because my hair is in a ponytail, I'm wondering if I should pull this back. I'm gonna try to style it. So I'm gonna turn around. So it's covering my ponytail. Now, I usually never do this because my hair is usually in braids. So let's see. I got a lot of grays. Don't tell nobody. Y'all notice that my nails are off? Sad story. I got my nails done, right? And 5 of them lifted within 2 weeks. I was distraught, disappointed. Wrote the nail tech, of course. Never had anything like that happen before. She did my first couple of sets. The first set lasted 5-6 weeks. The second one did not. It was lifting at 2.5 weeks, and I thought, like, oh, you know what? I probably just need a new set, right? I was like, I did leave the previous set on for 6 weeks. Probably shouldn't have left it on that long. Let me just get a new set. Get a new set. 2 weeks later, 5 of my nails lift while I'm out of town. Okay. My new set cost me $200. 2.5 weeks, $200. The math wasn't mathing. So I love her work. She's a sweet, sweet girl. She's very young. She's around my son's age. Um, but I don't want to be disappointed again. There's so many variables, so many factors that could have came into play about why my nails lifted. I didn't feel like finding out. So right now I'm just on a break. When I do my own nails, they last about 6 weeks, right? So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do, obviously I'm gonna have to plug that a little bit to make it look right. But that lace is in the way. That little bit of lace right there. Since this is an experimentation, might as well just leave it all like. Since this is an experimentation, yes, an experimentation. I and since this wig was very, very cheap, got on sale. Thank God. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut off this lace in the front because it's not like it looked good anyway. We need to do something with this parting space. It might be easier if I just pull it out. Oh, I tore a hole in it. That's what I was trying not to do, but I ain't tripping because I can fix it very easily. Says the person that have torn so many holes in her lace. As you pull the hair out, do it strand by strand, okay? So you don't tear a hole in your lace. I was being too rough, and I knew I was being too rough and still didn't care. But I'm gonna patch my hole real quick. I use this invisible thread to patch the holes in my wigs. At one point, I was teaching myself how to ventilate, and something in me said, "Why I always gotta learn how to do everything? Everything? I had to learn how to do my nails. I do my own pedicures. I don't even go get my feet done. I just do it myself. I done got really good at doing my own pedicures. I would like to, when it comes to doing my nails, I usually use polygel, which takes a very long time. I don't have any skill or practice in acrylic. I need to because it's self-leveling and I would be able to do my nails faster. Also, you know, the way I be wanting my nails done, it's gonna take me a whole shift. Obviously, I can't see where we at. So I just rather pay somebody to do my nails because, you know, I'm there for like 3 hours and then, you know, I'm gone. So I have got to the point though, I do take off my own sets. I find that some nail techs, they just be too rough. They don't care about your nail health, and you know, they be hurting you and drilling your side walls off and taking too much of your natural nail off. Nobody don't got time for all that. So I typically take off my own sets and then I'll have them go in and, you know, and do my set for me, a new set for me. Now, another thing is too, I like the way that I put on rhinestones on my own nails. So a lot of times I will do my own designs on my nails and I'll come back and they be like, this look good, I did this. I don't remember. I'll be like, no, child, I did it. That also saves me money and it gives me a creative outlet. Now, I would say I'm not really rhinestone placement and stuff like that. I'm pretty good at, but I haven't tried my hand at, you know, painting with the little nail brushes, the line work. There was no practice. I'm looking for my scissors. Okay. I hope y'all okay chilling with me. I do those things, you know, what is it? The time markers. So if you don't want to see this part, me fixing a hole in my lace, you don't have to. All right. I'm gonna take this off real quick because I gotta sew the hole from the inside. I'm not gonna capture this on camera because I don't feel like moving my camera and then putting it back. I'm just gonna zip this up real quick, see. If you never used this type of thread before, it knots very easy. So it's important that if you use it, that you make sure it glides through your fingers in a certain way, that you hold it so it doesn't knot up, because trying to unknot it is one of the worst things in life, okay? Now, I'll be straight up with y'all. Even if this styling come out real good, and I actually spent all this work doing the double cap method and all that, and stitching a hole in my lace, I might not wear it after this because I don't like how wiggy the blonde looks. And I know it don't have to look like this because I done purchased blonde wigs from the lace line and it looks very natural. And I think one of the first videos that I posted on YouTube, I'll tag it somewhere, I give a review on, I believe it's called the Tyrena wig, and that's a very cute blonde wig in a 613 with the dark roots. So this apparently comes from the same company. It's just a different, you know, product line. This is my thing. Why isn't stuff consistent? I would love to get into synthetic wig making, like really understanding how it works and what the process is and all that. Will I be able to do that in this lifetime? I don't know. And if I don't get to do it in this lifetime, you know, that's it, because I ain't doing this over again. So I'm almost done. So yeah, that's that. All right, I'm gonna show y'all how the inside is looking. I just went ahead in there with that clear thread and I stitched up the ginormous hole. that I put in my wig because I was being impatient. All right. So hopefully you can see it. Put my finger here. So that's where I made the hole, and I just stitched it back up, and it looks decent. So now we can continue. Let me just bring this over and fix that. Yep, great. Now I'm only gonna do a little bit of strands at a time, so I don't have to sew up another hole. I use this brand to put a part in my wigs, or to kind of like tint the wigs when I'm not using tint spray. Now I will say, once I use this like on my face, and it seems to give pretty good coverage. I don't really like using foundation on my face because I don't like the way it feels. I feel like I'm always sweating and it's getting all over my clothes, and it's high maintenance. I don't like it. And maybe it's not. I don't know a lot about makeup, but I like to use these tan moisturizer things. I'll show you how I do my makeup today. Not great, so don't come for me. This is not like a how to do your makeup tutorial, but it's more like a let's see if I could slay this small wig tutorial. Now I'm gonna have to do a little bit of cleaning, but we ain't there yet. All right, so I'm gonna just rub this in really good. So this gray away is what I use on my wigs in the parting space to get rid of any of the extra, foundation that might be on the hair and instead of the lace. All right, so I'm gonna wear this a little, just a tad behind my hairline. I'm just trying to make my scalp the same color as the foundation that I used on the lace. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. I'm gonna take just a little bit of my edge booster to make sure that this side of my hair stays in place. And then I have my edge brush here. Hold this back. Alright. So that's what I got on both sides. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of makeup. I don't know how the lighting situation is here. Maybe I should lay this down a little bit. Look at me being a good wig citizen. So I have a couple of dark spots on my face that I'm not proud of. I was getting like these really deep pimples in weird areas. And I picked out my face too much, and now, whatever. So I'm gonna do my best to make it not look like that. I got bags under my eyes because, like I said, I had insomnia. Um, so I will use this one. I just started using primer. I mean, I guess. So I have been using this. I don't see the difference. I use the Hydro Boost from Neutrogena um, before I do anything. And that's very hydrating. So yeah, I already put some of that on today. So I usually will take this. Now that I have this spot right here, I try my best to cover it up. But I also, I have a lot of darkness around my eyes. So I just typically do something like this. I might put a little bit up here. I have lidded eyelids, folded, lidded. Girl, I have folded eyelids. I wish I didn't because I would wear more of the black liner. I don't feel like be doing all them hoop and hopper, jumping jack, jumping rope flip backs to get a winged eyeliner look on hooded lids. Yeah, it's too much for me. And then I always feel like my face is too dark here. So I will just put like a couple of lines. And then I have very faint hairlines on my lip. I used to try to like bleach it, but to no avail. So I just stopped. I don't even know what I was doing and why I was doing it. My period about to come on, so as you can see, surprise, I am getting period bumps. I guess I could now this is red and not dark, but I don't be caring. I just use it for that too. Okay. So I am now going to just blend this in a little bit with this little fluffy luff. Now I've been using this forever. I'm almost out. As you can see, I get this from CVS. And then the color that I have it in, which is probably important, is light 120. All right, now one thing that I will do is I used to use two different glows. The lighter one I would put like around my eyes, and then in this spot right here I would try to blend it that way. But I was doing that when I was a bit younger. I've had this one a bit younger, some years ago. I had this one for a long time. It's probably expired, if you want me to be honest. But now I just use this. I just squeeze some out like that on my hand. That's probably actually a little bit too much. Don't tell nobody. And I get a flat brush like this. I don't know if this is a foundation brush, so I'm not gonna say flat foundation brush because I might be lying. And then, so I'm like glowy, hopefully not like a sweaty glowy. And I tried to hide, I could probably hide that a little bit better. I have this foundation stick. It's by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's like basically the exact color of my skin, which is crazy. And sometimes I just take some of that. It blends in very well. And if I have a blemish, I'll just put it directly on the blemish. Apparently you're not supposed to like use your fingers for anything, but whatever. This is the foundation I reach for the most. I like kind of natural, neutral colors, so I think that's why I go to this palette a lot. So I know a lot of people do all kind of awesome things with their eyebrows. I'm not that person. All right, so I get mine waxed every now and then. And sometimes, you know, it's a little sparse towards the end on my left eyebrow. So I just go in and I try to darken it up with an eyebrow pencil. All right, and then I'll blend that out on this side. This side is kind of okay. I don't have to do too much. I use this lash domination. I don't know if it still exists because this is probably kind of old. I do use it regularly though, so I'm surprised that I still have so much of it left. Now, one thing I can say, I'm just doing it like this on camera, but I never just go in and dump this in here and put this on my, I usually get like a paper towel or a toilet paper and I wipe it off because I feel like it's always too much. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but I always feel like it's too much product. So I'm already being weird by wiping it off with my fingers. But yeah, and I don't like it to look cakey or whatever, so that's how I get around it. Now, lastly, or not lastly, because I still gotta do my wig, I do like highlights. So to control my highlight, I usually use something like this. I know you have the fan brushes and all that stuff, but I guess too it just depends on where I'm putting my highlight. So when I'm putting it on my nose, I typically would use a flat brush like this. And I'm just gonna go in and I guess do this middle top color, this golden color. What I will do, I'll use like blush. I just use this little, whatever this is. I like this one, it's from Essence. I don't know if you could find it anymore. And then finally, I do put on a finishing powder. I just got this from MAC. So and then I just tap it a little bit. And I go over my whole face. If I think like I'm gonna be out for a long time, I will press powder underneath my eyes. This is a good like neutral color lipstick for me. It's kind of expensive if you want me to be honest, but it feels so good on my lips. I don't remember the name of it right now. It got rubbed off, and as you can see, I love it because it's gone. I think it was like $60 or $70. Maybe it's lipstick that's more expensive than that, but listen, this is expensive for me. Okay. So it basically just highlights the natural color of my lips. And then I go in with this Tower 28 lip gloss. I actually don't like it. I think it's too sticky, but I bought it, so I'm gonna use it. And that's it. It's very basic. It's very minimal. Okay, let's see what we can do here. All right, y'all. This would be the final look of this wig. I had pulled some hair out. Felt like it was just easier to do it this wig that would look more natural, even though I typically don't like pulling hair out. Now, if I was actually gonna wear this out, I would slick this back probably really well with Edge Booster and then spray it with some holding spray and tie it back and let it dry. Or I would straighten out my hair a little bit more. The thing is, it's summer now and it's hot, so I would probably try my best not to leave out any hair. And in a minute, I'm gonna take off the wig and just put it on again without the leave out so you can see the difference. Cause it's not like I'm finna go outside. Okay. So this is just a close up. As you know, my wig is slipping back because I don't have anything holding it down right here where I made this like fake little parting situation. So I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna flip the hair back, turn around. You shouldn't be able to see my ponytail, but if you do see a hump or if there's tracks showing or something, it's because I got this big old knot in the back of my head because of my ponytail. Okay. All right. So is this wig big head friendly? Absolutely not. Not even a little bit. It's not even sort of big head friendly. This is for the small head girls. So if you know someone whose head measures 21 inches or below, this is for them. Now, as far as the Kinks and Co line, I'm not sure if all of the wigs are like this, but most likely they will fit the same with some struggle and cut in 3 different places. So I cut the slit in the back and 2 slits on the side to do the double cap method. I was able to get it to work. The flow and the body of it is all very nice. I would say don't waste your money or time unless you really like the Kinks and Co line and you're okay with putting in the extra effort to make the cap size bigger. As I'm doing these wig reviews, I spend my money on buying these wigs, and I would hate to throw away a wig or give away a wig that's too small. So I just go through the work of trying to make it look the best that I can and trying to see if I could like get my money's worth out of it. And if you run into the same problem, you spend your money on a wig that doesn't fit well, you start playing around with some workarounds so you at least get your money worth and you don't have to worry about trying to run out somewhere and get something else. My hope is that after reviewing quite a bit of product line and wigs, folks that are watching this channel will be able to go with confidence, at least like 75% confidence that they can, purchase a wig online that I have reviewed, and preferably the cap construction has not changed, and you could get that wig and you could get a similar fit. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. I'm gonna put back on the wig without my hair out, and let's just see what kind of look we get with that. All right, so basically, if I didn't want to leave any hair out of my hair out, this is how the front of the wig would look. Okay, so this is what you're getting, right? A wiggier look, not horrible. You could throw a cap on. Y'all want to see how I look with a cap? Since I already been here for an hour and 20 minutes, let me show you. All right, I have a bucket hat because it's bucket hat season. I get my bucket hats custom made because my head's big, and also my head's bigger when I wear a wig, and that's just how it goes. I also have a fedora. It's so cute. Um, you saw it because I posted it earlier, but I also got that custom made. That one was pricey because he had to make a whole mold for me. Anyways, ooh, all right. That is a look, y'all. Let me know if you're interested in where I get my bucket hats from. Most Etsy sellers will make a bucket hat for you in a custom size, but the lady that I get my hats made from, she has worked with women with like full hair, big curly hair, larger circumference head sizes. So she's been doing it long enough where she knows what she's doing, and it's not like she got to play with your money to get you the right size. Still measure your head right though. Be accountable for that. All right. So this is a whole look. This is cute. Okay. So this is how it would look with a bucket hat. And then I also get my caps custom made. It took me a while to figure out what cap size I needed. And that's because I wanted to be able to wear my caps with and without wigs based on these notches that I have in the back. So my first couple of caps I can only wear with wigs because they're too big if I just wear it with my hair flat. But moving forward, I had got it down to where I could wear it with or without wigs. All right. So let's go ahead and put on our cap. Yes, y'all. That's cute too. All right, so yeah, you can do something like that too. This is going to be the next wig that we try. You can see it's a big full wig. It's summertime, so I don't know about wearing it right now, but we know butter lace is a hit or miss, so I'm excited to see how this is going to work out. Anywho's, thanks for waiting for me to come back. I know it took me a very long time to get back on camera, maybe like 2 months or so. I don't like breaking promises. I told y'all weeks ago that I was going to post a video, but life happens. I am very grateful, very thankful to all my subscribers and people that are waiting for me to post new content. So y'all, because y'all already look good, right? But you finna even like look most swanky. Gonna look most swanky because you're gonna be wigging it. If you have a wig, because I'm not always on scene about like what's coming out, what's popping, what's trending. So if there is a wig that you want me to try and see if it fit, let me know. All right, YouTube fam, I love y'all, and until next time, bye.